Hi everyone, I decided to do a video today to share with you all. I've had a lot of questions recently about doing readings for specific groups of twin flames, which is fine, and I always do try and kind of help my followers. So if there is like a specific question, I do try and get some clarity on that. However, some of the questions I've received have been like, can you do readings for twin flames in no contact? Or can you do readings for twin flames who've been in separation for a few months? But today I really realised that however long you've been separated from your counterpart, or however long you've not had communication, really isn't relevant to when you're going to come into union. So there are some twin flames who are very close to union, and kind of like in the same wave as myself, I feel, which will be like springtime. However, they might have been separated for longer than me and my divine masculine, or they may have not had communication for, quite a while. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to come into union. And equally, you could be in contact with your counterpart every day, but not be ready for union yet, because your guides are using distance and closeness to trigger each other's kind of like wounds that need healing. So you could be in constant communication but still not close to union because there's still a lot that needs to be healed and cleared. So I don't want to kind of do a reading and say, okay, so this is for all the twin flames who have not had communication for a few months, because that is not going to be everyone. There's going to be some twin flames who have not had communication for a few months who could still be coming into union in a couple of weeks, because that's just the way, the plan that they agreed to before they incarnated. And equally, like I said, there could be twin flames who are in contact, and I could do a reading for twin flames in contact, and it could show me that, union is really close. However, they will then not come into union. It's very much your plan, and everything does work with divine timing, and there are kind of like waves of twin flames coming into union together. So one thing I've noticed is that there is a group of twin flames who are very close to union. I do feel over the next few months there's going to be loads of twin flames coming into union. However, with that, I've also noticed a lot of twin flames just starting out on this journey and just feeling kind of like a bit helpless and not sure what's going on, and still being very codependent on their counterpart. And I feel that this is kind of like risen because twin flames are coming close to union. So it's those twin flames who are in union or close. I feel like lots of them are going to be guided to help these twin flames who are just starting out on this journey. I don't like to say, exactly when twin flames are going to come into union. I don't really like to timestamp like that, because if I tell you that, okay, union, you're going to be in union within the next month, you then will shift your focus and start focusing so much on when union comes in that you then set yourself back, because you're back to focusing on time-related expectations. This is meant to be a surprise. I've really struggled to channel kind of clear messages for my collective for the last week or so, because union is close, and because I'm not in union, I'm also meant to be surprised. So there's things which I'm not allowed to know because my guides don't want me to, or the universe doesn't want me to. So all I can kind of do is channel the energy between, for the divine feminine, divine masculine, and kind of like the collective energy, the union energy. But like specific events, I'm really struggling to kind of channel. All I know is that, union is really close for one wave of twin flames. So having said that, I am going to start pulling cards, and we're just going to see what we get. Okay, so I'm going to start with the divine masculines today. The first thing I'm going to do is just look at their overall current energy, and then we're going to do like headspace, heart space. I'm really being guided to do like the whole divine masculine bit first, then the divine feminine, and then seeing what we're going to get for like the next few days. So divine masculine is just current energy. Five of Pentacles. So some divine masculines still feeling the full moon energy. They're wanting union. Okay, let's just pull back. Okay, so these three cards here, we've got the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Wands and the Page of Cups. So this is Divine Masculines really having union on their mind, knowing that they want to come together in a relationship with their Divine Feminine. They want it to be secure and stable. They know that at some point they are going to have to offer full commitment because, you know, they want a future with their Divine Feminine. However, some of them are still healing some issues, but they are being fully supported by the universe here. They're going through a period of transition, so I feel like the full moon energy is wearing off for most Divine Masculines. However, so with the full moon, they had a lot that got brought to the surface that they needed to purge and heal. As the full moon has passed, they now have kind of like those lingering effects and feelings which they need to like fully flush out of their system. With the Page of Cups, we've got them wanting to communicate. They do feel emotional and they feel a lot of love towards their Divine Feminine. However, this is still quite childlike energy right now, which means whilst yes, they are stepping up into their king energy, like I do believe that. I've got the Eight of Wands here. This is them desperately wanting to communicate their true feelings, but they're not quite ready. And this is literally like today's energy in the next 24 hours. Everything is, for those twin flames that are close to union, everything is moving so quickly right now that the energy is changing, you know, literally hour by hour, day by day. Like it's moving really, really quickly. Let's have a few more cards for the energy of the Divine Masculines. So, yeah, so with the full moon fully shifting, we have been left with this for the Divine Masculines. So some of them are tired, they've closed out old cycles, and they really need to rest now. Okay, I knew this was going to come out. We had it on the bottom before and we've got it here. It's actually just flown out. So we have all of this happening really quickly. So the next 24 hours is really, really important for the Divine Masculines to rest. They've been through dark night of the soul period, so they have really had to go within. What Divine Feminines need to remember is, if they remember back to their awakening and how hard and exhausting and painful it was, that's what lots of Divine Masculines have just been through. Like right now, this week, that is what they have experienced, and they've had to do this a lot quicker. Divine Feminines, you kind of had time to ascend, to awaken, because you were the first ones to awaken. The Divine Masculines didn't have that luxury of taking their time. Like, this was sharp for them, this was quick, and this was hard. That's what the universe wants for Divine Feminines to be aware of, is that, you know, whilst you did have time to heal, the Divine Masculines didn't have that. You know, they had to go through this very quickly. It got brought to the surface. And my guides are literally telling me, like, in a weekend. They had a weekend to do this, really. We have here a Nine of Pentacles, so that's how they're viewing their Divine Feminine. They're seeing her as someone who is balanced and beautiful and patient, loving, kind. Some Divine Masculines are really struggling to understand why their Divine Feminine is still waiting for them. That's what I'm hearing now. Overall, I think this actually is really wonderful energy. Like, we do have union here right in the middle. That's in the like Divine Masculine's current energy. So no matter what they're experiencing now, their Divine Feminine and union is always on their mind. I've had this for the last few days, and they are going through these changes really, really quickly because union is close. Okay, I want to really look into the heart space of the Divine Masculine now. Okay, Seven of Cups here, we've got choices, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So they are now making choices because that wheel is moving. This is still a period of transition, like we've just seen. Got Five of Wands here, so they might still be having conflicts with their head and their heart. I'm being told that this is a conflict with them wanting to move forwards towards their Divine Feminine. However, we've got the Five of Pentacles here again, so they really, really do feel kind of like left out in the cold a little bit. Like there's still this kind of like, I'm told like the next day or so, there's still this period of them needing to heal. So that was the heart space. We're going to look into the head space and see how this matches up. Three of Wands. In their heads, they are getting ready to start this journey. They are working really hard and being told that they are thinking constantly about their counterpart. They're trying to balance out the energy between you. They really want union and they're trusting their intuition now. They're receiving like really, really strong intuitive thoughts. Another page here, we do have them wanting to communicate, but they're not quite sure how or what to say, which is why they've still got some work that they're going to do. But I'm strongly being told that this is going to be this weekend. So Page of Swords and Five of Cups. We've got quite a few fives here, which is a symbol of change. The pages are all about communication. So in their head and their heart, they are really wanting to move forwards, but they still have some changes they need to make, because I feel like whilst lots of them want union, just been told to pull that one, of course for lovers, whilst lots of them want union, this is what they want in their head and their heart, they are not quite sure how. So they are kind of like, now the full moon has passed, they are ready to think about union and start making plans on how they're going to take this forwards with their Divine Feminine. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but my candle's really, really crackling here. Okay, I'm going to do the Divine Feminines now. So we're going to look at what's going on with the Divine Feminines, just their current energy. I feel like for lots of Divine Feminines, especially those close to union, yeah, we have like a really nice energy here. So we've got two sixes, we've got the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands, and that's all about movement. Queen of Cups, so they are very much in their loving energy. They are open to receiving their Divine Masculine. They are resting because they know that union's going to come within Divine timing now. We've got the Three of Wands here again for the Divine Feminines. They know that a new journey is about to begin. So whilst their Divine Masculine finishes out clearing his old cycles, I just need to they are just resting whilst that happens. Another six. I've had sixes quite a lot lately, which I do see as like a twin flame number. It's a relationship number and about balance. Divine Feminines are just carrying on their own path. They know that union will come when the time is right. This is very much for those who are close to union, because this is a really, really stable, grounded energy I have here for the Divine Feminines. Those kind of like thoughts about like panicking about when this is going to happen really have passed. I'm going to look now into the headspace of the Divine Feminines. Another Queen, Queen of Wands. So in their head, they are very stable, very secure, working hard on themselves to stay in this Queen energy. Another Queen, Queen of Cups. So yeah, in the Divine Feminine's headspace, they're very much in the Queen energy. Just going to pull these three. Okay. They feel the energy balance now between them and their Divine Masculine. This shadow side, so this all the purges that happened with the full moon, that's what the Divine Feminines are working hard to clear out fully of their system. So any kind of like lingering doubts, they know that their wish fulfillment is coming, and it is just a matter of focusing on themselves, because here we have the Empress. So we've got two queens, the Empress, like this is very, very positive for the Divine Feminine's headspace. And now we're going to look into the heart space of the Divine Feminines. King of Cups. So we've got the Queen here and we've got the King here. So in the heart, they're very much thinking about their Divine Masculine and knowing that he's going to return soon. You know, they feel union's close, and we've got another Seven of Wands. So we've got Seven of Wands in the head and the heart. So this is the Divine Feminines just keeping focused on themselves and working hard towards union. Working hard to keep that balance and being told. Balancing their own masculine and feminine energies within, because they know that by balancing this out, they are helping their Divine Masculine come forwards. The world, so in their heart, they know that all cycles have completed and they will be in union very soon. being told they know that they have the strength to see this through. We had this for Divine Masculines as well. So this is confirmation that both masculines and feminines know that this old cycle has ended. The new beginning is here, and it's a very secure and stable new beginning when it comes in. And that's why the Divine Feminines are feeling patient, because they know that this is going to be a stable offer. So they feel very happy waiting for their Divine Masculine to finish his period of transition here with the 5. This is a card of tradition, so I see this as like marriage and commitment in a traditional relationship. And with that Ace of Pentacles here with the secure, stable new beginning, that's what the Divine Feminines know is coming in their heart, which is why they are very happy waiting and just focusing on themselves until their Divine Masculine is ready. They are waiting for this huge change to happen, because on the bottom of the deck here we've got the 10 of Cups, which is the card of union. It's a yes from the universe. That is marriage, family, everything that the Divine Feminines have asked for in a relationship, they know they are manifesting. So in their heart they're very much happy waiting for the Divine Masculines to finish closing out this completely and preparing to come forwards with an offer. Also, so today I spent a day kind of like just by myself in nature, just wanting to do something for myself and take some time out, and I went to Lancaster, and that is the rose, the Lancaster rose. So like that's just quite interesting, because today I had so many signs. So I would recommend you have a look on my Instagram page and just see like how many synchronicities I had. And like sometimes I find that I'm being guided to stop pulling cards and go out in nature, and I love working with my tarot cards and my oracle cards. I use them to very much get answers to my questions for you guys. However, days like this when I go out and do my own thing and I just see sign after sign after sign, and I'm so thankful for the universe for kind of like pushing me out and getting me away from my cards and like back into kind of like reconnecting with them. It feels different when you kind of like connect with them without cards. It just feels like I don't know, it feels a lot different for me, like a deeper connection. Okay, we're going to have a look at what is happening between the Divine Masculines and the Divine Feminines now. So as much as Spirit wants to show me, which doesn't look like a lot. Okay, I'm allowed to pull these. Okay, movement, choices and decisions. We had this the other day as well, and we've got conflict and defeat. So this weekend really is marking the end of that conflict. I feel this is very much for the Divine Masculines. They are getting ready for movement, for making choices and for deciding what they want. And the decision is always going to be union. That's what I'm told. Stand your ground. So this is very much about Divine Feminines, what we had in your reading about staying stable. You had 2 7s, the 7 of Wands, and this is a 7 as well, and that's what this is about. It's like keep working hard on yourself and making sure you stay in that Queen energy, open to receiving. Transformation. So this weekend, this conflict and defeat is about transformation. There is a huge shift happening, and you know, prosperity begins. So that huge shift is a shift towards this new beginning. Stay grounded, because there is a lot happening, so it is really important that the Divine Feminines do stay grounded now. And with that, I've just pulled the Balance card. I saw a lot of scales today. This is very much about finding that balance within and making sure you do stay grounded, because union is really, really close for some. That's what this weekend is definitely about. Awareness. So some Divine Masculines, so we've got 1, 1 and 11 here, so 11, 11, gateway is open. This awareness is very much for Divine Masculines becoming fully aware of the connection. So some Divine Masculines have been aware of twin flames, some haven't, but are spiritual, and others have never been kind of like spiritually conscious before, but they are very much coming into awareness about a deeper connection between you. You know, they are awakening to this, so they might be having some like crown chakra activation, and this is this like transformation that's happening this weekend. Financial and material changes. So this is very much just about stable changes. Choose wisely, another 7, and we've got 2 birds in the corner. So some divine masculines are going through career changes, and that's what's driving them forwards towards union. I feel like once they feel more stable, they'll be able to make a more stable offer. They might be going quiet on you now because they really have to take their time making this choice. Divine feminines, don't be discontent with this situation. Your divine masculine doesn't want to kind of like feel your disappointment. They want the light. They want you to be the light guiding them home. So really do try and stay in your queen and empress energy. That is helping your divine masculines make this choice. I'm going to have one more card now. Take this one. Mental conflict. Okay, so there is still kind of like some conflicts going on with maybe both of you actually, that's what I'm hearing. So some divine feminines, you felt union was close and now you feel like you've been set back. So this is about getting back in your queen energy and open for union. And for divine masculines, you know you are awakening to this connection. You know you want that 4 of Wands with your divine feminine, you want union, but you're not quite sure how you get there. So that's what this weekend is for. It's about making choices, finding that balance, and just spending time on yourself. Okay, we're going to pull some Moonology cards now for what is happening. Conclusions are within reach, a time for healing. So that's what this weekend is about. It is about fully healing from that full moon. And on the bottom we've got expect powerful change. So, you know, after this weekend things are going to start moving again. That's what I'm being told. But take time to rest, both of you. Divine timing is at play here. That's what I'm being told to remind you. So make sure you do take time to heal. You can't, divine feminines, you can't, you're not ready for union if you're kind of like tired and exhausted. Like you need to be in a place where you are rested and ready for this new journey, because it is going to be like quite like draining. It's going to be like really, really powerful, and you know, as you two come together in union, it is going to require a lot of energy. Those conclusions are within reach. So cycles like truly are ending. Okay, I'm just going to pull some message cards now. This is from the divine feminines to their divine masculines. Be blessed on this winding journey home. So divine feminines, feel that union is close. I'm sorry for hurting you. I hope that you can forgive me. I always find that card quite interesting because I think lots of divine feminines focus so much on the hurt that their divine masculines put them through that they forget that the divine masculines got hurt too. For lots of them, remember, this separation was kind of like pre-planned before you incarnated. So when your divine masculine might have walked out on you or left you, he didn't want to, and you know, lots of them, they didn't even know why they did walk out on you. So divine feminines, you know, this is about you kind of asking your divine masculine for forgiveness as well. Like, your divine masculine was hurt by you as well. You are the reason for my happiness right now. Okay, so these are messages from the divine feminines for their divine masculines. My heart aches for you. Yeah, so we know very much that the divine feminines are missing the divine masculines. Divine timing is working for us. And the last one, I can't wait for the day that I call you my wife. So that's divine feminines are saying yes. They know that that proposal is going to come. And they are very much looking forward to becoming your wife. So divine masculine, your divine feminine wants you to know that they are also asking for forgiveness, and just remember that divine timing is working for you. So do take time to rest if you feel guided to. Now we're going to have messages from the divine masculines for their divine feminines. First one, I am on my way home. Yep, union does feel very, very close. Our love is eternal and can endure anything. Messages from the Divine Masculines. Stop overthinking. So Divine Feminine, stop overthinking this. Let your Divine Masculine take the lead now. That's what he wants to do. Come home, baby. He wants to come home to you, and he wants you two to come back together. I'm coming back to you. And last one. You're the answer to my prayers. So I'm on my way, and on the bottom of the deck I've just noticed Divine Timing is working for us. So this is a reminder for both of you. The Divine Masculines are very much on their way home. So Divine Feminines, don't overthink this. Just keep doing exactly as you're doing. They are coming home to you. They know that they want this love with you, and they know that they have to, make a stable offer. That's what this is about. So for twin flames who haven't had a lot of communication recently but still feel like union is close, and they're like, well, how can it be close if I haven't heard from them? Well, that's because your Divine Masculine is going to come in straight away with a stable offer. For others who are kind of like in on-off communication, that might be, your Divine Masculine is also working on the stable offer, but it's just taking him a little bit longer because you two are still in communication. So I wouldn't worry about how much communication you have between you, because there's still those offers coming in. However much communication you have, the Divine Masculines are working hard on bringing in a stable offer. Just going to be nice to pull some of these, try and find out what on earth is going on. And the first card, the Devil. Everyone who follows me regularly knows what the Devil in this deck means to me. It is proposals. It is the Divine Masculine getting down on one knee, knowing that he, has made mistakes, asking for forgiveness. Some of you, this is a proposal coming in. For others, it's just him offering a new beginning for you. I see him as the Devil because I feel like that's how a lot of people around the Divine Feminines are going to view the Divine Masculine. They'll be like, how on earth are you going back to that after everything he put you through? But that's because those people don't understand this twin flame journey. 3 of Wands, so heartbreak. So this is still a period of healing. Knight of Wands, so there is going to be movement forwards. For some it's going to be communication, but either way, when the Divine Masculine comes back to you, this is going to be fiery and passionate and very charged. Page of Swords, honest communication. Divine Masculines really do want to, and again, for people who follow me regularly know that I've been channeling thunder and lightning for the collective recently, and we've got a lightning bolt here. So this is about the Divine Masculines kind of like awakening together and ascending. Nine of Pentacles, wish fulfillment. Things are happening exactly as they're meant to. Got the Death card, so this weekend is about transformation and changes. You are both working with the universe now. 5 of Pentacles and 2 of Wands. Divine Masculines are working on what they can say to their Divine Feminine and beginning this journey towards you, but right now, this weekend, they are making those changes and focusing very much on how they can bring in a stable offer. The Star, make a wish because it is coming true. The Divine Masculines are stepping into their King energy this weekend. They're going from the Page to the King, and by the end of the weekend, I feel like lots of them will be ready to move forward towards you. However, we do have the 8 of Cups, so this is time about nurturing yourself. Spend time on yourself, doing what makes you happy. Don't pull cards. 3 of Cups, union. Union celebration. It is coming in, it is happening. I'm being told don't try and pull cards for yourself and find out what is going on. Just let yourself be surprised. The universe wants to surprise you with this. 9 of Cups. Again, we've got wish fulfillment here. I always see fish as relationships, and we've got the fish in this card. 4 of Swords, rest. This weekend is about resting and healing, very much so. And I would literally, the last card to make up this, what do we have? The 2 of Cups. Yeah, union is so close. Don't try and overthink it. Don't read too much into it. Just trust that this weekend Yesterday was a huge day. Portals, it was the 222 portal. It was a big shift in the Twin Flame Collective. That heavy energy of a full moon was clearing, and this weekend it is about healing the last bits of that full moon. Three of Cups, Two of Cups, we have union here. We have the Divine Masculine making an offer, making a proposal. Divine Feminine, stay in your Queen energy, find that balance. And both of you need to make sure that you rest, because there are going to be huge changes ahead after this weekend. Like next week, I just feel like it's going to start moving really, really quickly. I am just going to pull a few cards just to try and get some clarity on that. So after the weekend, what does Spirit want me to see is going to happen in the collective? King of Swords. After the weekend, your Divine Masculine is ready to bring his Divine Feminine the truth about what on earth is going on. Seven of Pentacles. This is seeing your hard work paying off. The Tower. Divine intervention. Divine guidance, huge changes. I've got the lightning here again. I very much feel like after the weekend, things are just going to shift so quickly. Four of Pentacles. This is just a reminder not to hold on too tightly to time-related expectations. Find that balance. It is all coming together wonderfully for lovers. Wow. Yeah, next week is massive. Two threes here. So this weekend is very much about being independent, healing any lingering heartbreak, because we've got the lovers here next week. We've got King, the Nine of Pentacles, Divine Masculines fully stepping up into their King energy and getting ready to bring you two back together. They're making plans. Wheel of the Year. The wheel is very much turning next week. There's going to be huge shifts and a lot of movement. That's what I'm being guided to tell you all. Okay, hopefully that's kind of like brought some clarity for those twin flames who are close to union. I am going to do some readings in another video for twin flames who are not as close to union, and some guidance for those. Thank you.